It's GFN Thursday and we have an absolute ton to talk about. Not only do we have 13 games arriving this week, but we also have a sneak peek at what September is going to look like. But to kick us off, let's talk about how Nvidia is working with Google to give Chromebook owners a new offer that includes 3 free months of GeForce Now Priority membership. Best of all, the offer goes live today, so any Chromebook gamer can jump right into 100 plus free-to-play titles or over 1600 hit games. But if you happen to be one of the lucky few out there who own a cloud gaming Chromebook, well, you're going to be given 3 months of GeForce Now Ultimate membership instead. For those of you who haven't seen them before, they're absolutely beautiful Chromebooks with up to 1600p resolution displays and up to 120Hz or beyond refresh rate panels. Some amazing specs to take full advantage of the GeForce Now Ultimate tier so you can play some great games like Baldur's Gate 3 and Remnant 2 at their absolute best. As per usual, my opinion on stuff like this is that it's always great to see these promotions go live because the more people that get to test out cloud gaming, the better. GFN offers a fantastic experience, even more so at the ultimate level, and I have no doubt that some users will be sold on the cloud gaming concept after trying it. Now, before moving on to the list of games arriving this week, I do want to point out that the GFN blog post does hint towards some Microsoft titles that may arrive this month. First, we have Quake 2, an FPS that needs little to no introduction as it's of legendary status and it's recently received a re-release patch. Said patch has enhanced gameplay, upgraded AI, improved lighting, shadows, and models, includes both original expansions, a new episode you can navigate with a compass, split screen and online multiplayer, crossplay, enhanced cooperative gameplay, and even AI bots. There's simply never been a better time to try out Quake 2. Moving on to the second title, we have Gears Tactics. It's a fast-paced turn-based strategy game from one of the most acclaimed video game franchises, Gears of War. Let me put it this way, if you've ever dreamt of a Gears of War setting with some XCOM-like gameplay, this is sure to satisfy. The game features an immersive character-driven story, customizable squad and equipment, aggressive gameplay, massive boss battles, and they've even added new content. Personally, a big fan of these strategy-type games, so I can't wait to hop right in and play the game. As for the last title hinted at, it's none other than Halo Infinite. It's the latest entry in the Halo franchise and one that people have been asking for ever since Microsoft games were confirmed coming to GFN. And for good reason too. While the game did have a bit of mixed reception initially, it has been patched with content. The new Forge beta is pretty incredible and I've been seeing some amazing creations get shared, not to mention I always thought the core gameplay was pretty decent in Infinite. What it really lacked for me was multiplayer content such as maps and modes, but a lot of that's been added back in. Regardless, I'm pretty excited to see this being one of the games that'll be added to GFN sometime soon. Now moving on from some games to even more games, let's take a look at the list of 13 titles joining GFN this week. And they include Sea of Stars, Unnamed Tactics, Trine 5 A Clockwork Conspiracy, Deep Rock Galactic, Hitman World of Assassination, King's Bounty The Legend, Little Big Workshop, Naraka Blade Point, Portal Prelude with RTX, Railway Empire 2, Shadowrun Returns, Snake Pass, and Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. As for a preview of the rest of September, there are 24 titles in total, and they include Chance of Sonar, Sync, The C2, The Crew Motorfest, Ad Infinitum, Party Animals, Warhaven, Payday 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Paleo Pines, Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest The Adventures of Dai, Wildmender, Broforce, Death in the Water 2, Deceive Inc., Devil May Cry 5, Dawn Duality, Dust Fleet, Kingdoms Reborn, Mega City Police, Necess, Saints Row, Shadow Gambit The Cursed Crew, Sprawl, and War for the Overworld. There's an absolute ton to look forward to for the month of September. Just the new releases, I personally have The Crew Motorfest, Party Animals, Warhaven, Payday 3, Phantom Liberty, all on my to-play list. And it's also worth pointing out that there are some very interesting additions, such as Infinity Strash Dragon Quest The Adventures of Dai from Square Enix being a new release, as well as Capcom's Devil May Cry 5 finally getting support. In my opinion, it really is awesome to see, but I do need to address the elephant in the room since I know it's going to be brought up. There is no Starfield on this preview list. It definitely won't be dropping this week, as we did get the list of games this week, but I would say there might be a chance it can drop sometime throughout the month. After all, also missing from that list are the Microsoft titles we talked about earlier. And of course, this list doesn't represent the entire list of titles that will be joining GFN for the month of September. After all, August had a preview of about 32 games when an additional 36 ended up joining last month across multiple storefronts. And a lot of those titles were additions from Xbox. Take that as you will, I'll probably make a separate video on this matter since I expect it to be a pretty big talking point this week. But truth be told, for myself, I would love to play Starfield day one, but even if I can't, I gotta say September's looking pretty packed for me. There's more than enough to look forward to, and hopefully by the time I'm through it all, Starfield will be added at some point throughout. But who's to say that it might not be a surprise for next week or for weeks from now? It's all up in the air. Either way, if you enjoyed today's video or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. As always, thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a great day. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.